Today I'm going to show you how to install rust-oleum truck bed coating for the back of your truck. Now we're using a buddy of mine's Chevy Silverado. We have two different types. We have the roll-on and we have the paint-on. Now the paint-on we won't be using today. This you want to use for your wheel wells. It's just a lot easier to use. We're going to be using the roll-on with the installation kit that you can also get. A link to all that will be in the description below. And we're going to go ahead and put it on here. Just ensure that the back of your bed is completely clean. There's absolutely nothing there that will end up underneath the roll-on. So let's go ahead and begin. Alright, the first thing you want to do in the rust-oleum application kit is you get this red sponge. So after you've cleaned the bed, you've washed it out pretty good. It also recommends you get a type of solvent, the rust-oleum stuff, to wipe it down. We didn't end up using that, but we're going to use the red sponge. And what you want to do with this is pretty much clean the whole area of your bed and end up looking like that a little bit. You don't want to, it's not going to remove all your paint, but you just want to scuff it really nice before you start applying it. Alright, so as I said before, you really want to mix this stuff up. It looks really liquid at the top, but if you use a paint stick, you can see all the thickness in the bottom. So you really want to mix this stuff up good so you have a great consistency and not just putting on a thin, very thin layer. So keep mixing it and keep checking for the chunks at the bottom of the can. Alright, now if you mixed it and it's really thick, you don't have a lot of heavy chunks, we're going to go ahead and pour it in this. Make sure you clean it out. And then go ahead and pour it in your pan. And let it drip off. Yeah. Okay. Alright, you can cut. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and after pouring it in, get it nice and thick on the roller itself. Now make sure you do this in a well-ventilated area because this stuff's pretty potent. You could probably not drink beer and still feel drunk on this. So, and then you want to start rolling it on. Now you're going to go ahead, just as so, you're going to go ahead and do one coat. You're going to let it dry 1 to 2 hours, and then you apply 2 coats. So it's not going to go on as thick as you want it the first time, but after that, you should be good to go. Alright, this is half the bed, and this is one layer. As you can still see some of the red showing through. This is why you do 2 coats. Now it does come with a brush to get the corners really thick. But overall, it dries really quick. This back part right here is already pretty much dry. So by the time we get to the back of the truck, the front will be dry and then we can start our second coat. So as you can see here, this is not how it's going to look. It's going to be a lot thicker than this. And again, I remind you guys, do it in a well-ventilated area because this stuff will get you high just the smell alone. Alright, so as you can see, we laid down our first coat. It was very, very thin. You can see it right here in the middle. Now we did start with our second coat right here and on the side and the back of the truck. Now your first coat, you probably should go a little bit thicker than what we did. And of course on your second coat, go really, not really thick, but put it on thick. And then of course after it fully dries, you're going to need to touch up. So as you can see, it's gotten kind of dark. So we're going to do as much as we can and then try and finish it up tomorrow. And more than likely I'll end up showing you guys the end result. But usually about 2 layers, possibly 3 depending on how thick you want to go. And make sure you touch up. Again, I can't stress enough, make sure you have great ventilation because this stuff stinks. And also make sure you have lots of beer or lots of Go Fast energy drink to get through doing something as long as this takes. So, probably next time you see this, it'll be completely done. So, here we go. We're going to finish it up. Alright, now, this is going to look weird because most of the other video is in the night. I didn't get good enough shots of me putting it on, so I'm going to show you. Again, the kit comes with a roller. You know, you can do a nice thin coat for your first coat with the roller, but I recommend the brush. And with the brush, you can really cake it on. As you can see, you can really cake it on with the brush, and that's just how you apply it. This is our third coat, but again, I didn't have the right lighting, but at least you guys can see how you apply it. You just wipe it on, and that's pretty much it.